We're going to be doing a trade recap. Now, I'm going to talk about the mishaps later. This is a trade I actually was in, but I took myself out. We'll talk about the mishaps a little bit later. That's not important. I want to talk about the trade idea we had here. So we were on S&P 500. So this is actually my first trade that I've taken on this pair. Now we're gonna lay out what I was looking at prior to taking this trade. So we're gonna go to replay mode, and I waited for price. I've been up since 5 in the morning, so we were up during pre-New York, and I was anticipating price approaching this supply right here. This was a 30-minute and a 1-hour supply. So I was anticipating price to coming up here because this is where the true push came from. So when you're identifying your supply and demand, you want to go from the extreme, not internal, extreme. So this is considered an extreme because we had the big push, massive void to fill, and there's nothing stopping price from retracing up. Now, this morning was super slow, so it didn't truly hit the target I wanted to hit. Now, let's play this through. There we go. Now we had the push up to my area of interest. Now, notice here how price did not break the supply zone, this order block. It was on the 30-minute. It only wicked out of it, so this area was still valid in my opinion. Now, we also had the previous low of the day, which is going to be 2 days from your trading day, in confluence. So we have our high days and our previous high day. And if you notice here, when we go to the lower time frames, now we're going to stack our confluences. So we had our higher time frame supply. Now I'm going to turn on this session indicator. I have 2 session indicators for a reason. So we had this session high here also in confluence with this area of interest here. Now we use session highs and high of days as a confluence because it's a strong liquidity level and it's also a strong key level. So with that in mind, we had this sweep here. Can't even grab that. I'm sorry, guys. Get it. Oh my god. Okay, there you go. I was about to tweak out there. Anyways, I'm gonna try to drag this out. So you notice it's in confluence. I'm not gonna drag it out all the way to our area of interest. It swept it and then broke back under and retested it. Now we're gonna go dive into to lower time frames. Now, if you notice, let me hide this right now and delete these little guys. So if you notice, we also had a fair value gap that was identified on the 1 minute and it got respected. Let's see, let's actually play it back just a hair more because this is where I actually entered. There we go. So if you notice here, we had a inverse fair value gap that got respected. We had a previous high day, and we also had a 1 minute, a 3 minute, and a 5 minute refined order block in confluence with this area of interest. Typically, I would put a limit order in this area. However, this time I did not. I simply waited for price to come back up to my area of interest, and I set a I think this is considered an 80 pip stop loss. Somebody might correct me in the comments. I think it's an 8 pip stop loss technically. I'm not used to trading indexes. This is my first time. And my actual target was a session low here. Typically, I would just target like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3. And I believe this is going to hit this target. It might very well hit this target tonight, but I don't like staying in a trade for too long. But it ended up hitting for a 1 to 2 point something right here. And let's play this out. But as you can see, it got respected. And as the trade play out, we actually gained some additional confluences. So I believe we also had some EMA in confluence. Actually, maybe not in this one. Yeah, we did. On the 1 minute, we had a lower time frame EMA rejection, so that's an added confluence to this trade. Now, what other confluence do we have? Oh, yes, we had some sweet equal lows created, which means is that price is going to likely take them out. So we had some equal lows. So yes, even though we had a shift of structure against me, we also had some equal lows. So that's why I continued to hold. I didn't put my stop loss to break even just yet, even though this was like technically a 1-to-1, and we just let price do his thing. And I'm sorry, my trading view tweaks out. I don't know why it does that. And there's markets today were just very slow. Honestly, I didn't have the patience, so I would have taken myself out of this personally. But I took myself out by accident this morning, and I'll explain that in a little bit here. But the main point is to discuss this little trade recap here. So, now I saw a 1-to-2. As you can see, my main target is down here. But other than that, that is the trade recap. I'm sure we would have been able to hit this if we had normal volume. I forgot what was said on Forex Factory, but there's something definitely there. Now let's talk about the funny little mishap. So, for one, I have a trade copier that copies all of my trades onto multiple accounts. I have 5 accounts. One of them's down because that prop firm is doing maintenance work. Convenient. I took myself out of the main trade because I was trying to take a partial on MetaTrader, and I freaking just closed the trade. I was like, oh great. And then on the trade copier, it copied to the wrong asset. It was the high spread one. So I got taken out of the trade because of high spreads. I mean, those spreads were freaking crazy. It was like 30 pips or something like that. It was like, wow. So I ended up losing on that account, but on this one, I was able to take some profit. So that is it for the trade recap. If you guys have questions, if you want to follow me on Instagram, it's FXMonty. And yeah, there you go. There's your video. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day. God bless.